Good evening, guys. Welcome to another video. About 7:30 p.m. now. I'm out just for a couple of hours this evening. Bit of a breezy evening, sunny evening, as you can see, to see if we can stalk out a barbel from this little waterway behind me, which, believe it or not, is the Avon. Now, just bought a few bits and pieces with me, essentials, so we can do a bit of a mobile approach, similar to what we did a few videos ago. Hopefully a bit more successfully. We did have a 5-pound chub out that night, but it'd be nice to have a barbel today. And with that in mind, I've got my Daiwa Infinity Evo barbel, 12-foot, £1.75 test curve rod, coupled with a Daiwa GSBRLT 3000 reel. Just got a landing net, unhooking mat, and my bag with me. Bait tonight, I'm going to go with the pellet approach, similar to last time. If you saw the last video, if you didn't, I'll stick a link up there, you can have a look. Just got one of these EVA bags, if I can get it open, full of sort of mixed sizes of pellets. I'm going to fish either a halibut pellet over the top or possibly a hot fish GLM boilie, which I've got in there glugging away. We'll just have to see what sort of reaction we get. So it's that simple. We're going to bait a few swims, wander about. I've got a bait dropper with me, so we'll bait drop her into a few swims, and we'll rotate, keep an eye on them, and as soon as we see a barbel, we'll have a go for it. If not, if we don't see any, we'll drop into sort of the most likely swim or two, just so that it gets dark, because obviously we're not going to be able to see into the water at that point, and we'll have to fish blind, but hopefully we can see one and catch it. I've got a couple of swims I normally fish down here and that I've seen barbel in before, so we can have a go at those first. Stupidly, I've left my polarizing sunglasses at home, so I'm going to have to go with naked eyes. However, they were of limited use last time because the sun is getting low in the sky, as you probably see by the shadows. So it's of limited use anyway. Once that sun's off the water, they're not really too much use anyway. They do darken things down, and they get to a point where they don't really work. And there's a couple of swims up there which will be in, which I'm sure they wouldn't be any use in anyway. Anyway, that's my excuse for free living at home. Right, I'm going to get a bit of bait in here, bait in a few more swims, and we'll have a walk around, see what we can see. So I'll put some pellets in that first swim with the bait dropper. Just going to do the same in here. Little gravel run through here, and I have seen barbel in here in the past. If we're fishing blind, this is possibly our best bet, really. There's usually stacks of chub in here as well. I can't see any at the moment, but we'll just drop these pellets in on that gravel. See if anything appears. You can certainly see in this swim, no problem with that big stripe of sun going across the water. I certainly don't expect to get any bites till it starts to get dark. The river is so low and so clear at the moment. We've sort of just come really this sort of time to see if we can spot anything. And if we can, then obviously we can perhaps stalk them out. But I have to say I've not seen anything yet, and that's not through the lack of polarizing glasses. But I just don't seem to be any fish about at the moment. Certainly see into this swim, no problem, and there's no chub in there yet. There were lots in there the last time we did this. In fact, this is where I had the 5-pounder from, which is a decent fish from the Avon. Only got a very small bait dropper here. I'm going to put about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 in to each spot, and we'll see what reaction we get. I was having to top up last time because so many chub on the spots. I was just having to top up, but I say I've not seen anything yet. And it's like an aquarium in here. I can certainly would certainly be able to see if there was anything in here. A fairly high load of cover behind as well, so even though it looks like I'm stood right at the front of the bank, which I am, I'm not skylining at all. Right, one more, and we'll leave it to rest, and we'll go and bait up another one. But certainly nothing on there yet. As I say, it's very, very clear to see. Certainly been tickled by a willow. Certainly nothing moved on to that bait yet. Right, I'm going to bait another couple of spots, and then we'll do the rounds and see what we can see. Well, I've not seen a single thing yet. Absolutely nothing. I'm hoping things will pick up, but the river is in desperate need of some rain. It really, really needs some rain. There's none on the horizon though. So different to the last time I did this. Last time I did this, the chub were on it straight away, and we saw the odd barbel. Today, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm sure that will change as it starts to get dark. But yeah, that's just nothing at the moment. That's 4 swims baited. I think I'm going to go and have a look upstream. I'm going to go up a little bit nearer the weir pool and have a look up there. The fish may have moved up there, perhaps, as it's warm. So guys, quick update. I've baited up 6 swims because I've seen very, very little until a few minutes ago. And I've just baited this swim. I've just gone for a walk up there. I've seen a group of 4 barbel up there, no chub, just hanging in the current in some streamer weed. Not managed to put any bait in. Not sure exactly what to do. I might try and sort of scare them a little bit with throwing a few pellets in singly and then get a little bit of bait in. I think they'll push under the far side cover. However, this swim here, I've just come back to get my stuff, and this swim here, I don't know if you can see down there, and you're not going to be able to see in the water, but there's a barbel down there, at least one, ripping the bottom up where I put the pellets in. So that's a fantastic sign. So I think I'm going to leave him to it for 10-15 minutes. We'll go and put some bait in this next spot, and then we'll come back, see what's going on in here. Not in a massive rush to get a bait in the water. Yeah, they're still there, mid-river. 3 or 4 of them are just sitting there. They're not huge, probably 5 or 6 pound, I should think. Certainly worth catching on a summer evening. I'm just wondering if we can. I can certainly see 3. I'm thinking they'll push back under that cover on that far side. Right, no reaction to that at all. 3 of them, at least 3 I can see, just sat there. Right, one's just moved back under that cover. That's worked brilliantly. That's great. I've got them to go. They've just drifted back. Not fast, not scared. Just a little bit sort of what's going on, which is exactly what I wanted, really. So I'll put a few of these in, and hopefully they'll be back out. For a bit of supper. bit tricky to fish from here because they're quite far upstream where they were sat, but obviously I would like to fish from where they clearly want to be, because I know barbel can be very obstinate. If they want to be somewhere, if your bait's a few yards away, they will completely ignore it, and they clearly want to be in there. So that's where we'll bait. We'll have to put the rod over this way and have the line go down sideways. We'll sort something, but we need to fish for the fish where they want to be. I think this is a little bit of a gravel depression behind some streamer weed, and it looks very much to me like it's zero effort to sit there. They're on a nice gravel run, and they're having to put no effort in to sit there at all. They were literally just sitting there stationary. Well, at least we've got a few options now. Unfortunately, just after I told you there was a barbel in that one swim, I had another quick look before I left, and there was a couple of chub digging the bottom up as well. So what I've got with me, I've got on here my standard barbel running ledger rig. I'll stick a link up there so you can have a look how I tie this up. It's very nice and adjustable, absolutely bulletproof, which is what you want when you're barbel fishing. Much easier to show you at home, so I'll link you into a video up there. And on the same vein as well, I've got my standard barbel hook links on that I use, so I'll link you in up there again, another video if you want to see how I tie these hook links up. Got a coated braid hook link on here, and what I want to do is I'm going to put the bait on a bait spike on a D-rig, so the bait won't be actually on the hook. I'll put a bit more bait in here since there's at least four barbel here. The bait's not actually on the hook, it's on a bait screw, not spike, a screw. And what you can do with that, equally if it was on a hair, is you can sit on your hands and let the chub pull away at it, and just wait till the tip goes right round before you do anything. So that's the plan. Right, that'll do, I think. Hopefully they'll come back out. Right, we're going to see what's happening in swim number 7 where that barbel was, and this is swim number 8, so we'll come back in here sort of 20 minutes, see if they're back. We'll leave them in peace to have a bit of a nosh and come back out from under that cover. Yeah, still a barbel down there, at least 1, 2 I can see. Having a right good nosh. That's great. I can see 2 in there. Reasonable fish as well. Certainly loving those pellets. Some chub in there as well. Right, we'll leave them to it. I'm just going to go and have a look at this other swim. Well guys, I don't think there's any point in hanging about. I'm going to get in here. These 2 barbler. Still pulling the bottom up. I think at a time like the present, I'm going to sneak down here as gently as I can. Do everything I need to do up here, bait up and put some bait on and everything. Get down here just with the landing net and the rod, and the camera of course, and we'll see if we can have one of these 2 barbel out that are down there digging the bottom up. Right, I think, not surprisingly, that they've disappeared. Back under that cover, I would imagine. So I think it's probably a good time to get this in. Still some chub around, I can see. The barbel have done the off. The barbel were feeding right, excuse me, much further in front of the chub. The barbel were right up there. So, let's see if they decide to come out and join us again. Do my do my clutch up in here, because it's going to be hit and hold if we hook anything in here. It's just going to be a bit of a waiting game now, I think. Certainly didn't take him long to come out that first time. I'd only walked up there and back. It was only 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're back out. So I think perhaps we'll get comfy. There we go. One's just give me an absolute huge liner. He swam right across the line. Came shooting out, didn't look particularly happy. I wonder if they've sussed me and they've cleared off. It's disappointing. He certainly didn't seem like he was hanging around. Almost like something had spooked him from over there. There's lots of otters and mink along here. Maybe something spooked him out of that bush. He certainly didn't come out like he was going to hang about. This chub is still cruising. I've not seen a barbel aside from that one. It's just giving me that big liner. Yeah, it sort of shot out from over there. Scarpered off downstream. As I say, I don't think it was me that spooked him. Aye, it's a chubby knock. The chub has settled back in again. Oh, there's a barbel down there. I can see a barbel. Oh, he's not far from one of my baits. He's just scooted off. Had a few mouthfuls and scooted off back into the under the cover. Oh, blimey, there we go. There he is. Whoa, whoa, and this is why I lock my clutch up. Come on, out. Cool, blimey. Oh, blimey. Oh. Whoa. Crank this clutch right up. Just that size where they fight about the hardest of all barbel. Thought we might sneak him out, but he's not having any of it in this flow. Landing that's disappearing. He's a lovely fish. God, struggling with the cover. Oh, got him. In the tree. Never mind. We'll sort that out. Oh, I see. There we go. There we go. Whew. Well, we'll give him a rest. That was a bit chaotic. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I think that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that shot off downstream. Yeah, I'm sure came back up. But yeah, he came out. As I mentioned, he came out, I saw him, he had a few mouthfuls, went back in, and I didn't actually see him come back out, and then all of a sudden, the rod's on the way downstream. Oh, made up with that, that's brilliant. Right, so we'll rest him up there. Well guys, let's have a quick look at him. It is a warm evening, so we're not going to keep him out too long. Let's have a quick look, but that's my first barbel I've ever stalked out. My first Warwickshire Avon barbel for a couple of years, so that's wonderful, really pleased with that. Absolutely fantastic, what a scrap. Wonderful. Right, as I say, I'm not going to keep him out. Let's get him back in the water. Very important as well to give him a good rest after a scrap like that. So they do give it all. So yeah, very important to give him a good rest. This fella will be rested until I think he's ready to go, and then for another 5 minutes after that. Lovely and oxygenated here though. It's a good flow. I've got a bit of a slack I can put him in. When he's got his breath back a little bit, I can put him out in the flow, and there's a weir about 100 metres away. So the water is very oxygenated. But yeah, we'll certainly getting his breath back, so we'll get him out in the oxygenated water, in the flow a little bit. Yes, I'll be back to you in a minute in a few minutes when we're ready to put him back. Well guys, he's well rested, he's raring to go, as you can see. We'll just take the mesh off him so he can go when he's ready. Yeah, wonderful. Straight back down there. Can't imagine he's going for a feed. Nope, straight back under the bushes. Wonderful. Right, let's go and have a look at the other swim where those 4 barbel were. See if they're back out. So guys, we'll try and repeat the trick. There's 4 barbel down there, troughing away. There's also a few chub and a pike. Pike's about the same size as the barbel, so they're not too concerned about him. Just had a quick look. We'll try and secrete ourselves down there without making too much disturbance. Boilie on bait screw, as you can see. And that's why you can sit on your hands and leave the chub to pull away at it. Right, let's try and get down there as quietly as possible. There are a couple of them still down there, I can see. Right in this front one's just ghosted out. They've just gone. I think they clocked me. Trying to. No, he's back. Oh, come on. There's 2 of them there now. They've just ghosted out. That's great. That's it. Right, they just disappeared when I got that in. Pike still cruising around. Right. Fingers crossed. Can have another one. It's so exciting. I think that pike is making them a little bit edgy. They've disappeared, as I said. There's 2 of them there, and they've just scooted off back under that cover you can see on the far side. I think it certainly paid baiting up where they wanted to be. Yeah, I just saw one over that far side. They're just creeping back out from under that bush. Just come out, nip back in again. Need to keep my head down. That pike's just scooting off upstream. I think it's really putting them on edge. There's a pike in here. It's another chub there. There's a pike in here. It's just sitting up behind those rushes over there. just moved upstream. It's really putting them on edge. It's getting all double figures. It's a decent sized fish. And it's really putting them on edge. Yeah, it's coming right underneath me now. It's coming right into the bank. Hopefully they'll relax a bit. No, it's not double figures, about £5 or £6. But he's out of the way now, so hopefully they'll relax a bit. Every minute goes by, it gets harder to see. No, it is a decent sized pike, that is actually. There's another big black shape on the spot though. Oh, there's a barbel there as well. I can see now. Yeah, this pike down below me here is a decent fish. And the barbel, yeah, the barbel are back there and back on the spot now. Just scooted off back under the cover. The one I could see. But there was another, the barbel obviously quite sort of bronzy colour, but there's another big dark shape moved up there. And perhaps there's two pike there, here. Because this one's still down below me here. It's a big black shape moving across the spot again. Well, there's a couple of pike about, certainly putting them on edge. Right, I'm going to put some more bait in here, I think, and go for a wander. They're very edgy, these fish. Chub has just disappeared. We'll get a little bit of bait in, I think, and give them 20 minutes, half an hour to relax and get their heads down. We've got lots and lots of swims baited, of course, so a bit foolish to just stick with one. And then there are fish here, they're certainly not getting their heads down at all. So we'll give them a rest. I mean, I've only been fishing here 10 minutes, but they've sort of been coming out and going away, and you can tell when fish are on edge. That pike certainly wasn't helping. I think that was probably the main reason, really, but it certainly wasn't helping. They were really, really twitchy. Although they were same size as the pike, some of them. But never mind, we can always come back here. We know exactly where to cast, so we can always come back and fish here blind when it's a little bit darker. We can't night fish here. I'm not going to night fish. We can certainly fish into dark. But of course, it may be that they've eaten all the feed, because there's certainly 4 of them that I saw in here, and I didn't put too much bait in, so it may be that they've had it all. So a bit of a top up might help bring them back out again. Fortunately, I didn't bring any hemp with me. Hemp's a cracker for getting them rooting around. There's lots of different sized pellets in here which do the same job, really. Well, there's just something a bit special about hemp. So guys, it's getting pretty hard to see into most of these swims now. Oh, give me lead out. Lead in my pocket. But I think I've just seen a barbel in here. I can't be 100% sure because it's just too dark, but I think I have. And I've checked all the other swims and nothing doing at all, any of the others. So I think it's going to be worth 10 minutes in here. See if we can winkle a fish out. Just while we rest out of the swim up. I'll perhaps fish this one and the next one. I've not seen anything in the first swim we baited. I just want to rest up that swim we were just in. Hopefully that pike will clear off and the barbel will chill out a bit. They did seem a bit agitated. I don't think it was me. Okay, we'll give it 10 minutes in here. We've probably got about an hour left. We're just about at sunset now. So I'll fish just till last light. I think we'll give it another hour. Planning over the moon to catch one. So if we catch another one, it'd be fantastic. All right, some chub in here. Hope you can see this rod tip banging away. Chub is certainly at home in here. I think it's probably time for a move. I say we've got an hour left, so I think we'll spend 20 minutes in the next swim, and then we'll perhaps finish off the last half an hour or so in that swim where we know there's some fish. By the time we get back, I don't think we'll be able to see them, but we know they're there. Now let's make a move. This boilie's been glugging for a very long time in the matching liquid. really, really sticky. Wonderful bait though, I absolutely love it. I'm sure the barbel, seemingly. Right, I'm going to drop this in. Thought I'd got the tree there. There we go. That's the one. That's the one. We'll give it 20 minutes in here. Tips in the tree, of course. Always a bit of foliage in the way. Right. This is a swim that I caught my last Avon barbel in. I'll stick a link to the video up there if you want to go and have a look at that. Yeah, it's I can't remember, it's about £11, 10 3/4, something like that. Hell of a scrap in this swim. Reeds down there, all that cover over there. God, what a scrap. I'm absolutely locked up here. It's real hit and hold stuff. Well, that's the first chubby pull. I was just thinking I need to go because I'm not getting any bites. There's clearly nothing in there, but something is having a right go at it. It's certainly a chub. I'll give it 5 minutes. Alright, I'm going to call it a day now, I think. There's not a lot going on. Oh. There's not a lot going on apart from the chub that's hooked itself. Oh dear. Blimey. He's pulling back. He's particularly big. He's not a bad one, but yeah, he certainly hooked himself. Well, that was a bit cute because he was just sat there. He hooked himself and he just sat there. Well, he's not a bad one, but he's no monster. But yeah, he'd had a few clangs, as you saw, and I just decided to reel in. This clever little chap was just sat there, hooked, and I'm sure thinking, I've got away with that. Wonderful. Right, let's get him back. And deposited my hook in the landing net, of course. There we go. Right, back you go, fella. I think that's that swim done for anyway. We were on our way anyway, weren't we? So, we're back in the swim where we saw the barbel. Just about make out the gravel patch. Certainly not going to be able to see any fish down there, that's for sure. Hopefully that pike's gone away. The fish will relax a bit. We'll see. Well guys, that's it. Curfew time is upon us. I've fished this last swim for, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes. But nothing. They were being very cagey early, weren't they? I thought it was that pike that was swimming about, but I don't know, perhaps they were just on edge. Perhaps they knew they were being fished for, who knows. But I'm absolutely over the moon with this evening, to be honest. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed watching these fish. We baited up, 8 swims, saw barbel in 2 and caught a barbel in 1 of them. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And as I said, it's my first Avon barbel for a couple of years, but I shall definitely be back to do this again. It's been very enjoyable. Of course, river conditions, with it being very low and clear, are perfect for it. So we'll have to pick a day, pick the appropriate day, I should say, the appropriate conditions. But I think that'll be before too long, because it's not due to rain again for quite a while, I think. So I may well be back down here before too much longer. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that half as much as I did. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your fantastic support, and I'll see you all again very soon.